Hi, I'm Allan Farmer, co-founder of the Caribbean Youth Leadership Retreat, executive member of United Youth Leaders of Barbados and the Barbados Youth Development Council, and I am collaborating with UNFPA Caribbean on the Youth Against COVID campaign 2020. I will be answering some of the burning questions on everyone's mind. Are young people affected, and what can I do to protect myself and others? All the information I'll share today is based on recommendations from the World Health Organization. To stay informed, visit the World Health Organization website and follow the latest updates from local authorities. I also want to note that some of the information I share today might change as the outbreak is evolving quickly and we're learning more about this disease every day. So, are young people really affected by COVID-19? Yes. COVID-19 hits certain groups hardest, especially older people and those with underlying medical conditions. But be aware, we are not invincible. Younger people are not immune or safe from this disease. Even if death rates for young people are lower, some of you might get very ill and require hospitalization. In fact, a significant proportion of hospitalized patients globally are under the age of 50. So how is COVID-19 outbreak impacting us? All of us are being impacted by COVID-19 in different ways. For example, here in Barbados, schools are closed, curfews and shutdowns have been implemented. Many of us might have lost jobs or income. For some of us, home is not always a safe place, and spending more time there can increase the risk of violence and abuse. Research also shows us that pandemics make existing inequalities worse, especially gender equality. This means women and girls may also be at an increased risk of abuse. All of our families, relatives, and loved ones are feeling the impact of COVID-19 in different ways too. They may have lost their job, have reduced work opportunities, or are feeling uncertain about their future. They might also have increased responsibilities at home, such as providing for their family and taking care of children or the elderly. We must remember it's 100% okay not to be okay. It is important to understand that everyone will react differently to what is happening. Confinement, isolation, quarantine measures impacts everyone. Many of us sometimes feel helpless, anxious, lonely, or simply extremely bored. So, what can you do? Small actions make a big difference. Do not panic, but stay informed by checking the World Health Organization website and take the proper precautions. Take care of yourself, your family, and your community. This is time to stand in solidarity with others, especially with health workers and those at a greater risk of getting seriously ill. The most important thing you can do is to protect yourself from infection. If you are unsure how, watch the first video in our series. As much as you can, try to stay safe, healthy, eat well, and make sure you're sleeping enough and exercising regularly. Take your regular medication and seek health care if needed. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Here are some ways we can stay healthy at home. Pay attention to your own needs and feelings. You are not alone. Reach out to someone you trust to share how you feel. If you're feeling stressed, you can limit your daily news intake and take breaks from social media. Physical distancing does not mean you cannot connect. You can connect by calling up a friend or simply playing an online game with a friend. Keep up your daily routines and try to do things you enjoy to do to reduce stress. For more tips, tune into our upcoming episode on mental health. Dr. Ted Ross of the World Health Organization said, the choice you make about where you go could be the difference between life and death for someone else. Make sure you're doing what you can to keep your community safe. Share what you learn about prevention with your friends and family, and be careful around those who may be at risk. Be a role model to your family and community, especially those younger than you. Make sure to check in with your family members often and ask if there's anything you can do for them. Your actions can have a positive impact on those around you. Stay informed, use reliable sources, and fight misinformation or fake news. You can look for opportunities to volunteer. making sure you're taking the right precautions to stay safe. Fight stigma and discrimination. COVID-19 is a global pandemic that affects all of us, regardless of color, creed, ethnic background, age, and gender. Everyone is at risk. Show your support for all essential workers who are putting themselves at risk, like healthcare workers, caretakers, food service clerks, and more. Tune into our next video to hear from youth leaders who are taking actions in their community. So, now that you know more about how young people can be impacted by COVID-19 pandemic, and even more importantly, how you can take steps to protect yourself and others, use this template to create your own video and share it with your friends. If you learned something now or new today, please join me in recording your own video and sharing it with your friends. Thank you.